Dear friends, today I invite you to listen to a story, a parable about mercy, light, and the power of a kind heart. It is not taken from ancient books, but it carries the timeless spirit of truth. Let us walk together into the quiet streets of a city where one man kept a flame burning, even when the world around him sank into darkness. In a quiet city, nestled between hills and fields, there lived a man named Samuel. He was a merchant who sold grain, cloth, and simple tools in a small shop on the busy square. People knew him well, travelers stopped to greet him, neighbors came to trade with him, and many children loved to stand at his door, watching him weigh grain with careful, honest hands. Though Samuel had earned a good reputation, what he valued most was not his shop or his goods, but an old copper lamp. The lamp had once belonged to his father. It was not beautiful, nor richly decorated, yet it carried a memory. Samuel's father had told him long ago, "Let this lamp always burn in your home. For as long as its flame is alive, you will remember that a man truly lives only while mercy burns in his heart." Each evening, Samuel would light the lamp. Its glow was gentle, casting warmth on the wooden walls of his house. To Samuel, the flame was like a silent prayer, a reminder that life without compassion is only darkness. But then came a time of hardship. A long drought spread across the land. The fields, once green, turned to dust. Wells grew shallow, and harvests failed. Families who once shared bread with neighbors now locked their doors, fearful that tomorrow they might have nothing left. The once joyful city grew silent, burdened by need and suspicion. Samuel looked at his small store of grain and oil. He worried for his wife and children. Would this be enough to last until better days? Should he guard what he had? Or should he follow the teaching of his father? One night, as the sun sank and shadows deepened, there was a knock at his door. A woman stood there, thin and weary, with a child in her arms. Her eyes told the story before her lips could speak. She whispered, "Please, just a piece of bread." Samuel's heart trembled. For a moment he hesitated, torn between fear and compassion. Then he stepped inside, lit his father's lamp, and returned with bread. Handing it to her, he said, "Take this, sister, and let the light of my home shine for you as well." The woman wept with gratitude, and the child smiled faintly. They left, and Samuel's house still glowed with the flame of the lamp. The next day, an old man came, leaning heavily on a staff. He was weak, with nothing to eat. Once again Samuel lit the lamp and gave what he could. Day after day, others came, a neighbor who had lost everything, a traveler with no coin, a child searching for water. Each time, Samuel's hands shook as he parted with his goods, but each time he lit the lamp first. Soon the city noticed. Samuel's house, unlike the others, never stood in darkness. One neighbor whispered bitterly, "Look at him. He gives and gives. Soon his store will be empty, and his children will starve." But another answered softly, "Or perhaps it is his light that keeps hope alive for us all." Weeks passed. Samuel's grain dwindled. His shelves grew bare. Yet strangely, his home never lacked what was most needed. When he shared bread, somehow there was enough for his family as well. His children did not go hungry, and his wife would often say, "The flame of your father's lamp seems to guard our house." At last, merchants arrived from distant lands, bringing water, flour, and oil. Relief swept through the city. Families once again filled their homes with food and laughter. And when they remembered the dark weeks behind them, many spoke of Samuel's home, the one house that had never stopped shining, the place where no one left empty-handed. One evening, after peace had returned, a small boy from the neighborhood asked Samuel, "Uncle, why does your lamp never go out?" Samuel lifted the copper lamp, its glow reflecting in his tired eyes, and said with a smile, "Because it is not oil that feeds its flame, but mercy. And mercy never runs dry when you choose to share it. From that day, his home was called the House of the Lamp. Travelers, strangers, and neighbors alike would look upon its glow and remember, in a world of shadows, even a single light of compassion can bring hope to many. And so, dear friends, this story reminds us of a truth. When the world sinks into darkness, one lamp of mercy can brighten an entire city. May our own hearts never run out of light, and may our hands never close to those in need. If this story touched your heart, I invite you to like, subscribe, and share, so that together we may spread light and mercy to all who listen.